Hello programmers, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn to Master Programming. So in this video we are going to see some interview questions which depends on a core Java. These all questions are asking in multiple companies. So I am selected some questions for you, and this is the series and this is the part 1 of the series. So let's start with first question. So first question is, what are static blocks and static initializer in Java? So static blocks or static initializer are used to initialize static fields in Java. We declare static blocks when we want to initialize static fields in our class. Static blocks gets executed exactly once when the class is loaded. So static blocks are executed even before the constructor are executed. So this is the static blocks and static initializer in Java. So towards our second question. So our second question is how to call one constructor from other constructor. So this is a simple question. I know you know. If you know the answer, you can pause the video and comment comment the answer and try to answer the question. So the answer is within the same class, if we want to call one constructor from other, we use this method. So based on the number of parameter we pass appropriate, this method is called. And some restriction of using this method is like first is this must be the first statement in the constructor. So second disadvantages is like we cannot use two these methods in the constructor, like in one constructor. So our third question is, what is method overriding in Java? So friend, this is the most asking question in Java interviews. So please like focus in this question and try to understand. So the answer is, if we have a method with the same signature, like same name, same signature, same return type in a superclass and subclass, then we say subclass method is overridden by superclass. When to use overriding in Java if we want same method with a different behavior in superclass and subclass, then we go for overriding. When we call overridden method with subclass reference, subclass method is called hiding the superclass method. So basically this is the overriding in Java. So our fourth question is, what is super keyword in Java? And this is also most important question which is asking in most of companies. So please focus here. So variables and methods of a superclass can be overridden in subclass. In case of overriding, a subclass object call its own variable and method. Subclass cannot access the variable and method of superclass because the overridden variables or methods hides the method and variable of a superclass. But still, Java provides a way to access superclass member even if its member are overridden. So super is used to access superclass variables, methods, and constructors. So here we use the super keyword. So super can be used in a two form. There are two ways to use the super. First form is for calling superclass constructor, and the second way is like to call superclass variable method. Super if present must be the first state. So this is the super keyword. So talking about the fifth question. So fifth question is also very important question. You see in some interviews are asking like what is the difference between method overloading and method overriding. So we are going to see what is method overloading and method overriding. So first difference is method overloading friends, method overloading occurs within the same class. So and the method overriding occurs between two classes and subclasses. And the second difference is, since it involves with only one class, inheritance is not involved. Since method overriding occurs between superclass and subclass inheritance is involved. The third difference is like in overloading, return type need not to be the same, but in method overriding, the return type must be same. Fourth difference is parameter must be different when we do overloading, but in the method overriding, parameter must be same. And fifth difference is static polymorphism can be achieved using method overloading, but the dynamic polymorphism can be achieved using method overriding. So last difference is in overloading, one method cannot hide the another, but in overriding, subclass method hides that of the superclass. So this is the basic difference between method overloading and method overriding. So our next question is also a very important question because it's asking like almost all of companies, what is the difference between abstract class and interface? So friends, interface and abstract class, both are like provide you abstractions. So like the first difference is interface contains only abstract methods, but in abstract class can contain abstract method and concrete method or both. The second difference is access specifier for methods in interface must be public, but in an abstract class, except private, we can have any access specifier for the method in abstract class. The third is variables defined must be public, static, and final. But in an abstract class, except private variables can have any access specified. So the fourth difference is multiple inheritance in Java is implemented using interface. But in an abstract class, parameter must be same. So fifth is static polymorphism can be achieved using the method overloading. But in abstract class, we cannot achieve multiple inheritance using abstract class. So this is the basic difference between abstract class and interface. So the next question is also asking in so much of companies. So like question is why Java is platform independent. The most unique feature of Java is the platform independent. In any programming language, source code is compiled into two executable code. This cannot be run across all platforms. When Java C compiles a Java program, it generates an executable file called .class file. And .class file contains white codes. And white codes are interpreted only by JVMs. Since these JVMs are made available across all platforms by Sun Microsystems, we can execute this bytecode in any platform. Bytecode generated in Windows environment can also be executed in a Linux environment or a Mac environment. This makes Java platform independent. So this is the right answer for this question. Talking about the next question, question number 8 is what is method overloading in Java? So previously we see the difference about method overloading and method overriding. So now we're gonna see what is method overloading basically. So a class having two or more methods with the same name but with different argument, then we say that those methods are overloaded. Static polymorphism is achieved in Java using method overloading. Method overloading is used when we want the method to perform similar tasks but with the different input or values. When an overloading method is invoked, Java first checks the method name and the number of argument type of argument based on this compiler executes this method. Compiler decides which method to call at compile time by using overloading, static polymorphism, or static binding can be achieved in Java. So friend, this is our question number 8. If you if you liking the video and the questions, please do a like and subscribe my channel. So this is the question number 9. What is JIT compiler? So JIT compiler stands for just in time compiler. So you are aware about it like JIT compiler, because this is a very important and always asking in a company interview. So JIT compiler compiles bytecode into an executable code. So JIT, a part, or we can say JIT, a part of a JVM. JIT cannot convert complete Java program into executable code. It's convert as and when it is needed during execution. So towards our question number 10. So our question number 10 is, what is white code in Java? So this is the basic question, but uh, this question also asking in some companies, like if you are a fresher, you know what is white code. So if you don't know, don't worry, we are here. The answer is, when a JavaC compiler compiles a class, it generates dot class file, and this dot class file contains set of instruction called bytecode. And bytecode is a machine independent language and contains set of instructions which are to be executed only by JVM, and JVM can understand these bytecodes. And friends, I hope you know what is JVM. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. So question number 11 is difference between this and super method in Java. So this is used to access one constructor from another within the same class, while super is used to access super class constructor. Either this or super exists, it must be the first statement in the construct. So this is the basic difference between this and super. So friends, this is the basic question which are like company want to ask. Some company ask, uh, like if you are fresher, then company maybe ask you this question: what is an object? So you have to be ready. So the answer is, an object is an instance of a class. Simple answer. A class defined type of object. Each object belongs to the some class. Every object contains state and behavior. State is determined by value of attributes and behavior is called method. Objects are also called as instance. So I hope you know how to create object in Java. If you have any query, you can comment out. Later I will be like replying you. What is Unicode? So this is a very important question. If you are like you have experience, so company will ask you this question: what is Unicode? So Unicode is a character set developed by a Unicode uh, consortium to support all languages in the world. Java supports Unicode values. Unicode characters they are represented by 16 bits, and its character range is 0 to 65,535. Java use ASCII code for all input elements except for string identifier and comments. If we want to use like Telugu, we can use Telugu character for identifier. We can enter comments in a Telugu. So if you want to like comments in any language, you can easily use of a Unicode. So our next question is the difference between character constant and a string constant in Java. This is a very famous question which uh, asking for like if you are a fresher, the company maybe ask you this question. So this is an important question. You know, if you know, that is good. If you don't know, don't worry. We are here. The answer is a character constant is enclosed in a single quotes, and string constant are enclosed in a double quotes. These are simple answer for this question. And character constants are a single digit, or a character string constant are collections of a characters. So here is some example you can see. Okay, our next and last question of this part one is what are constant and how to create constant in Java. So this is also a very important question which asking by most of companies. Constant are fixed values whose values cannot be changed during the execution of a program. We create constant in Java using a final keyword. Example, final int number is equal to 10. If you want to constant create the constant variable for a number, if you want to create a constant string, so you have to just write final string and variable name is equal to your value. Okay, this is from my side. Please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. If you like, please like it and subscribe it. This is my new channel. Please support us. Thank you, friends.